Mr. Glover, how are you?
Yes, sir.
You related to Nat Glover?
Yes, sir.
He's the sheriff?
Yes, sir.
When did he become sheriff?
4 years ago.
Was it July 1st, 1995?
Yes, sir.
Was it 95 when you became a homicide detective?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You were there to get a confession. We've established that, right?
Yes, sir.
And you didn't know whether he was innocent or guilty, right?
No, sir, not at that point.
You told Brenton Butler to be truthful, right?
Yes, sir.
But you had a very particular idea of the truth you wanted, right?
Yes, sir.
You wanted him to say something different than what he'd been telling the other detectives since 10 o'clock that morning, right?
No, sir. I mean, if he was involved in the incident, I wanted the truth in regards to him of his involvement.
You, set yourself right up in his face, knee to knee, right?
Yes, sir, I did.
And they teach you that in those interrogation schools you go to?
Yes, sir.
You've been to 5 of those, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And they tell you to get some physical contact with the subject of the interview, don't they?
What do you mean when you say physical contact?
Touching people.
Yes, sir. That's part of some of the techniques we use are in reference with touching people.
Okay. And you grabbed his hand, didn't you?
I held his hand.
How tall are you, sir?
5'11",
What do you weigh?
240 pounds.
Okay. You played high school ball?
Yes, sir.
College ball?
Yes, sir.
You played lineman?
Yes, sir.
As a lineman, you hit people?
Yes, sir.
You were on scholarship?
Yes, sir.
You hit people well?
Yes, sir.
And you hit them hard, right?
Yes, sir.
And do you think a 240-pound man, considerably his senior, grabbing his hand was going to make Mr. Butler more comfortable and more willing to chat with you?
Yes, sir.
Is that generally the response you get when you go around grabbing guys' hands?
So I don't go around grabbing guys' hand. I did that procedure from the comment he made to me when I first entered the interview room.
Well, did you ask Mr. Butler, Brent, little buddy that you're holding his hand, where'd you get the gun?
No, sir.
Did you ask him who might have ever seen him with this gun?
No, sir.
Did you ask him where he got ammunition for this gun?
No, sir.
Did you ask him where he stored it?
No, sir.
You ask him how or where he carried it to or from the scene?
No, sir.
You just weren't curious at that time?
Not at that time, no, sir.
Okay. Gotten curious since?
Yes, sir.
Done any more investigating?
No, sir.
Yeah.
That's not my case.
Not my responsibility?
No, sir.
Yeah. Well, weren't you a little bit interested in the murder weapon?
Recovering it, yes, sir.
Didn't you even want to know what type it might have been?
No, sir, not at that time.
If I'm understanding you correctly, you're telling us you're having this conversation with Brenton Butler, and he says he threw the gun in the woods, right?
That's correct.
Did he say where he was when he threw this gun into the woods?
On the roadway.
So it would be within an arm's throw of the roadway, right?
I'll still be guessing, but yes, sir.
Well, he didn't say he kicked it, right?
No, sir.
He didn't say the gun had wings or anything like that, right?
No, sir.
So you think an arm's throw is a fair inference from what you remember?
Depends on how hard he threw it.
How long during your walk in the woods were you out of sight of Detectives Darnell, Williams, and Sergeant Joyner?
Maybe 30 minutes.
Do you know why everybody left you?
He was pretty much searching the immediate area where he originally showed.
But you had the guy who was supposed to know where the gun was, right?
Yes, sir.
And on the trip to the woods, he had himself trussed up kind of like a Christmas turkey with arms in front and tied to his belt, and you had a little strap in the back?
Yes, sir. He was cuffed.
Okay. And he really was not in a position to defend himself at all should he be attacked by anybody, right?
I wouldn't let anybody attack him.
You right-handed or left-handed?
Right-handed.
So if you're facing somebody, you pop them, do you more often hit the right or left side?
Objection, Your Honor. That is a total.
Yes, sustain the objection to the formal question.
Now, you've gone out there, you say, expecting to find a gun, right?
Yes, sir.
Must have been kind of disappointing when you didn't, wasn't it?
Yes, sir.
You're a little annoyed about it.
No, sir.
Did you happen to punch Brent Butler twice in the gut?
No, sir.
How about once in the left eye?
No, sir.
And if you did, that'd be a violation of department regulations, right?
That's correct.
And that could result in suspension or dismissal. And if you had done that, would you tell us the truth about it, sir?
Yes, sir.
Is that your custom to tell the truth in situations such as that?
Objection, Your Honor.